Jeff.
One thing I noticed is that Kathy has the word Ellen Shore in her name.
Yeah, I'm gonna rename, maybe because you forwarded a link to her.
Okay.
Oh, you know, that's true. I just, can you hear me now? I just connected to this meeting, took a shortcut through it, something that Ellen had formatted.
Yeah, so Ellen, if that's the case, if you forwarded the link we sent you to all the board members, they're all gonna show up as Ellen Shore. So we're gonna need to rename them all as they come in.
I did because I was concerned that Margaret had not gotten hers, so I just sent it to everybody. Just, I don't know, but I didn't realize that would happen. Okay, that's easy enough to do.
A weird thing happens with Zoom where for some reason, whenever we set it up with panelists, some percentage of people always contact us immediately, some point afterwards and say they never got it. I think it's because it ends up in people's spam filters a lot of the time.
Right.
So
it says that it's recording. I'm going to ask for permission to record.
Sure.
Please ask the host to give me permission. You can do that. I'm going to turn my video off and my sound off, but I do want to write the minutes up for the CRA portion of this.
Okay. Are you able to record it now?
Yes. Not really sure. I've never done this, so I'm not really sure where it goes, but.
Well, if you record a local file, it should sort of just download a file for you. You can also record it if you have it set up, you can record to the cloud. Basically, Zoom will create a recording that you can then access.
Okay.
At the Sullivan Chamber, can you hear and see everybody okay?
Chris just texted me saying he's all set there.
Super.
Ted, we can see you. Can you give us a quick sound check?
I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you, Ted.
All right, we got my notes.
So Jeff, after Catherine has the call to her meeting, I think that her statement about the COVID emergency is general enough that does for us too. So I can skip our usual one, but I will call the roll of the CRA members at the beginning of the meeting after she's called the roll of the planning board members.
Sounds great.
It's brief. And actually, I suppose that the note that all of our votes will be taken by roll call is irrelevant since there will be no votes.
Yeah, we like to say it anyway.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. So let's see. Let's see, Barry, do you want to just say something to make sure that your audio is working okay? Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we can hear you. Thanks. And Tom, do you want to do the same thing?
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
You're good.
Yep.
Okay.
We can hear you, Tom. And let's see who else just joined us. Hugh, do you want to just check the sound?
Good evening, Jeff and Swati.
Hello, Hugh. Thanks. We can hear you okay. Chris Bader?
Bator.
Bator, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Thanks for coming. I know we've met before, but I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay, so we can hear you fine. Catherine?
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Catherine. Your haircut looks nice.
Thank you.
Margaret, do you want to unmute yourself? And you're muted.
Hi,
Hi, Margaret. Yeah, we can hear you now
good.
when you're unmuted. Thanks. Mary?
Good evening. Nice to see everyone.
Good evening, Mary. It's nice to see you too.
Thank you.
I think we're getting pretty close to having everyone. I sent a reminder. I think the CRA members got this, and I sent a reminder to planning boards that due to requests, which make a lot of sense given that we are on TV and that there's a programming note associated with it. We're trying to make sure that we get the broadcast started promptly at 6:30. So we will be doing that. If people show up after that, we hope that they will remain silent as much as possible until we start the meeting. But it's helpful to have folks come in if there's any, just to do the sound check, and if there's any questions or anything to do before the meeting starts.
Jeff, Tom is unable to on time, so he may be joining us late. He hasn't sent a confirmation, but he won't be with us at 6:30.
Okay, so we'll just do the same thing, and we note his attendance when he arrives. For those of you who haven't been on here before, I think we have most of the people who haven't been on before. Although I guess we're still waiting for some of the Boston Properties team.
Yeah, Ian has joined.
Oh, good.
We're just waiting for Conrad Crawford to join.
Right, but we have a quorum now.
Yep. So we'll be able to start. Ian, do you want to do a quick, unmute yourself, do a quick sound check to make sure we can hear you okay?
Check. How's this?
Sounds great. Thanks.
And Swati, just a quick point of clarification, or will I be sharing a screen to sort of drive the slides, or will that just be a request from me to move them along?
Yeah, you can just request, and definitely you can share screen as part of the discussion if you need to, delve into sort of like detail something in particular.
10-4. Thank you very much.
And Conrad, do you want to give us a quick sound check? Unmute yourself, and I'm going to have to change your name too. You can unmute yourself first.
Yeah, I clicked the email that Ellen sent me. I can
Yep.
change that too if you like.
No, that's fine. I can just change it.
Okay,
It's
but
easy.
I can hear you if that sound check works.
It does. Okay, so just as the time gets closer, just to give everyone a note of what I'm going to do. So when we get to 6:29 p.m., I'm going to put everyone on mute, and I'm going to hit the start webinar button. That means attendees will be able to start coming into the meeting, so people will be able to see and hear whatever you do at that point. We usually wait a couple minutes because it takes a little time for the attendees to kind of all get logged in. And then Catherine will kick off the meeting. And you'll know when it's your turn to speak because you'll be recognized. Things to keep in mind, always say your name when you're speaking. When you begin speaking, we can't really tell who it is. When you speak clearly into the direction of your microphone and try to keep camera centered on your face. That makes it a lot easier as well. I think that's pretty much it. And obviously make sure you've unmuted yourself when you begin saying anything. Anyone have any questions in the last minute here?
Is it all dark? I see you and I see a planning board screen, but I don't see anyone else. Is that how it's supposed to be?
So when we start the meeting, there's going to be we put the agenda up so people who are logging in can see, the agenda and know that they're in the right place. And then when we kick off the meeting, there'll be a little bit of update. There'll be attendance of planning board members. And then as we go into the agenda item, there'll be a presentation that we'll go through. And then when we get to discussion, we might turn the presentation off, depending on whether or not people want to refer to slides in the presentation.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so time is rolling around, so I will put everybody on mute and we'll get